Hands Live, right?
Yep.
Yes.
From morning till sunset the shavings fall, sharing old stories while we carve and install. One piece at a time, like memories we weave, in the heart of this workshop we never leave. A little bit of patience, a little bit of care. Just like a good friend, you've got to be there. Sand down the rough spots, smooth out the lines, and what we create will stand the test of time. So here's to the hammers, the sawdust, the glue, but most of all, here's to friends like you. What's up, folks? Here we are.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? So tonight is an exciting night. I think it's exciting. We do have a special guest who's backstage, and we will introduce him in a little bit. But tonight is the members only giveaway and the subscriber giveaway. So I'm really excited about that. I've been waiting for this, and man, I hope it goes over well, and I hope you guys like the prizes. Rusty, solo me, please.
Yes, sir.
So for the members are going to be winning this box. It's made out of cherry and walnut. You guys seen the video of me making it. Now, it's got some imperfections. It's not perfect. I have imperfections. I'm not perfect, but you know what? I still think it's beautiful, and I still think you're going to get some use out of it. And if you look, it's got a really nice finish on it. See that shine off of it? I actually really like this box. It's been sitting in my house on my shelf. And I was like, man, do I want to make another one real quick? I want to make another one just because when I give this away, I'm not going to have it. But this is your guys'. This is the members. For not only being subscribers and supporting the channel, but supporting the channel monthly. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Now, subscribers, I've decided that I'm going to give 2 of these American flags away. And I love these flags too. And as a matter of fact, people have liked them. I actually got 6 orders for them, surprisingly, and I couldn't believe it. Some people from Facebook saw them, they ordered them, and I've got to make 6 of them so far, and I've got a few more messages that I have to go through. So, as just out of clarity, being a member of the channel, you get perks and you get benefits. So, being a member, you get put into the subscriber giveaway also. That's automatically. So that is one of the perks. So the members will be having their own drawing, but they will also be included into the subscriber giveaway. So I wanted to be clear on that. And I will go over that again before the giveaways. That way, if anybody's here then, they'll know. But I've talked enough. Rusty, you want to go ahead and say hi to everybody real quick before we bring out our gravy guest?
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for showing up tonight. Let's see. We got Rhinestone Suzanne, Greg Reynolds, Electric Whittler, Baron the Boss Lady, Dad Cars, Baby Kisses, Mr. Great Shot, Muddy Dog, Creation Dust, Ray and Sandy. What's up, Ray and Sandy? Let's see. Who else we got? Try not to miss anybody. Jay Creates, that guy. My spirit animal. I think that's everybody.
If Rusty missed you or we've missed you, did you say Amy Jo?
Huh?
Did you say Amy Jo?
Oh, Amy Jo. Sorry, Amy Jo.
Dude, Norse
Craft Carve. That's a new name. What's up? Or Craft Carve. Carve Craft. Whatever.
Yeah. Susie Doty is a new name too. That is actually my Uncle Steve. He goes by the name Susie. So if you see Susie, just say Steve.
Last Breath is in there.
Yeah, and then there's another one.
That guy. Tim List. Damn, I'm missing all kinds. Susie Dowdy.
Yes, that is my Uncle Steve. He goes by Susie. No, actually, that is his wife's account.
Gotcha.
He doesn't.
I thought he was going to be like, what was the Johnny Cash song?
Boy Named Sue.
Boy Named Sue.
Yeah.
Whatever. Roger Baker.
Yeah, we got quite a few in here tonight. That's awesome. So let's go ahead and bring our guest out. We kept them in back too long. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to introduce to you
the
Vineyard Farmhouse.
Vineyard Farmhouse.
Good evening, everybody. We got a lot of different people that I've met. There's Bear and Last Breath. That's Josh. How's everybody doing?
Doing well. Been a busy week for me. All kinds of stuff going on. I watched some of your stuff, and I the first thing I got to ask is, because I didn't see an update, how did the barn dominium? How did that all play out? Like, did the insurance company, fix you up?
They took care of it. It's already fixed.
Yeah. It was like 9 months ago, I think.
Something like that. Yeah.
That was a shock, huh?
That was something. That was definitely something. I can't believe.
How about the driver? You said the driver had a medical.
Diabetic.
Oh yeah.
Diabetic. Went out, passed out. Didn't even know until he probably hit the barn or woke up after that. He went through a telephone pole before that.
Yeah.
His airbag couldn't have been at full capacity by the time he hit the barn.
Wow. Yeah.
So the Electric Whittler said that you've got a fantastic beard, which I'm not gonna lie, that is a pretty awesome beard.
There is some beard envy going on. Mr. Great Shot said he's got beard envy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Great Shot has a pretty decent beard, so you guys have a competition going with each other.
Mr. Gray Shot?
Yes.
Great. Yeah.
Sounds familiar. That channel. I'm not familiar with all these channels, but I am familiar with some like Ray and Sandy and Bear and LJ Woodworks.
You've had dealings with Bear. I'm sorry.
I watch this stuff and I've been in his chat.
Yeah. No, he's
Haven't met him yet, but that's going to be very possible because he lives down there where that meetup happens once a year. That was amazing, people. If you live anywhere near the Ohio, Southern Ohio, you need to make it to that meetup. That was awesome.
So I live in Southern Michigan. It's not impossible to make that trip
And
if it is planned in enough time and I can get vacation time off. So
what is this? What is this that we're talking about? Because
This was Bar Run Forge is the channel name. BARR and then Run. Bar Run Forge.
Okay.
And this was his 5th annual meetup, and it's grown. It's almost doubled every year. So last year it was 20. This year it was 40 people that showed up. And he just he's a blacksmith.
Yeah.
But then he decided he wanted to open up the rest of his barn and turn it into a wood. I mean, you can make just about anything you want. You could
very cool.
Weld and machine metal and bend metal and woodwork. Man, I'm struggling here. All kinds of stuff. And it was an amazing weekend. Everybody just had a great time. Some people worked on projects and the others just stood around fellowshipping.
So, real quick, if by any chance you have not subscribed to the Vineyard Farmhouse, I pinned their link at the top of the chat. Please go give them a subscribe. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to catch a lot of their lives because they go on later at night and I'm normally in bed. I try to force myself to stay up to at least pop in and say hello, give them a like, but subscribe to their channel because we're going to get into this. We have
my channel, not they. I'm not a they.
Well, the lives I've seen, I'm sorry. So the lives I've seen, there's been you and somebody else.
No, it's open mics, just like you're kind of just like this right here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anybody can come in.
Okay,
right,
cool.
So go subscribe to Brian's channel because it is actually really cool. One thing that I feel that is important to share because of last week or the week before that. This is a clean live. We might get a little bit off track, but this is a clean live. Last week, I had to boot some people out of the chat and off the channel. I make everybody moderators in here because, for one, if you have a channel, I want you to be able to share your channel and hopefully pick up some subs because that's what we do. But if you come in here and you start acting like a jerk, you're getting booted out. Now, it's a shame that I have to say that, but that happened last week. And moderators, everybody's a moderator. I trust you guys to where if someone's getting out of hand, you are allowed to put somebody in timeout. You are allowed to boot somebody. So please help me out with that. I don't want what happened last week to happen again this week because we try to run a clean live. All right. Yeah. I'm off my soapbox on that. Yes, if you have not subscribed, go to Brian's channel, Vineyard Farmhouse, and give him a sub.
Now, if you're interested in the makers projects that I've done, you're going to want to go to my playlist where I have it titled My Makes.
Okay.
There's a lot of home renovation, and we live on a vineyard, so there's great vineyard stuff too. but I did make a specific playlist for my makers projects.
Oh, very good. So are you ready for some questions?
Sure.
Rusty, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Sure. So how did you get started? What inspired you? What was it that made you start doing YouTube and putting stuff out there?
Well, I always watched makers type videos, but Jimmy DiResta was probably the big one that I watched and got my head ringing about, well, maybe I should start a channel and maybe I could be doing this stuff. But I was remodeling a house, so I was taking what I was doing and making my channel out of that. But now things with the house have settled down. I want to start making maker projects. Like last week I put out a video. I made a rack for a scaffold. And I've made cornhole boards, and I've made, can anybody see that star back there? Right
Yeah.
there. And other things. And I'm going to continue.
Cornhole boards are fun. They're actually pretty simple, but if you make them regulation and you actually play with them, they're fun. I've made quite a few sets of cornhole boards. I get a little too crazy with the detail because I'll go out, like my son and my daughter graduated from Central University, go Chips. And I'll get a decal, I'll put it on there, and then I'll paint it the school colors and then put some poly over it just to try and save it. And I've made some Detroit Lions cornhole boards. They're a lot of fun. They are definitely a lot of fun.
I made the ones that I made. The first year I made regular standard cornhole boards.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a competition, and the one who won the boards. And then the second year I made trainer boards, and those are 1 foot wide rather than the 2 foot wide. And again, we had a competition and somebody won them. So it was fun, a lot of fun.
Now I've never played it, but I've heard of it. Have you ever heard of like washer toss? It's kind of like cornhole boards, but you play with washers and you throw them. I've never played it, but I've heard about it.
I have a set. I like washer toss as well as cornhole, but yeah.
Okay.
Well, we didn't do a traditional tournament. There was a one and done. So the whole, like we had 60 people lined up, and they all went through, and it was, if you get it, if several people got it, hole in one, then they went back in line again until it came down to the last 2 people, and then they did a round for like 10 rounds before somebody finally won it.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
There's no way you can do a tournament with 60 people or more.
Right.
It would have taken forever. We would have had to take a whole week.
So I don't know if you realize this or if you aim for it, but some of the things you say in your videos are actually quite funny. And I don't know if you intend for it, but I'm going to show a clip that for some reason, I just thought it was hilarious.
I think I know what it is.
Which one?
Something with a mask?
Video?
Oh, I think I did it with the countertop.
Oh my goodness.
The one with the mask?
What's that?
With the mask?
Yes. Hold on. I got to play it now that you know. Solo me, Rusty.
All right.
I only had one funny moment my whole life.
No. Oh, wait. Wrong one. Let me go back. Did it wrong, of course.
It'll do it. Just throw it up there. I'll fix it.
Hold on. Present. Share screen. Share.
I've left the links in the description. Or you could click on the end screens at the end of this video. All right, it's been completely stained.
Can't hear it.
3 coats. Now it's ready for
You got it turned all the way up?
And to do that, we're going to use a clear satin, oil-based polyurethane bivarethane. Don't forget to wear your mask because this stuff is stinky and it'll eat your brain. Fortunately, it's 65 degrees today and I can open all the windows.
All right. So you said you couldn't. I could hear it just fine.
Yeah, but you could barely hear. I couldn't really hear what he was saying.
I heard it.
All right.
Problem is, anyway.
Maybe it's rusty. So, okay. You and I have talked about our communities and how you are one that wants to bring people together within your community and how you want to expand out and bring other communities together. And truly, that is what Rusty and I try to do with this live. Of course, yes, the Land's Handmade Woodworking is my channel. Rusty, as far as the live and stuff, he's irreplaceable. I love the fact that he helps me out with this. But we really do believe in building the community, bringing the communities together. What do you see community as, and how is it that you want to bring everyone together? Makers, home repairs, your farm stuff, carvers, stuff like that. What is the benefit you see of bringing everyone together?
Well, for one thing, I've already been part of the homesteading community, and I've been part of that for at least 3 years now. And I've been trying to find the makers community, or even makers that had lives that were small enough to where you can actually communicate with people in the chat instead of it going like this, a billion an hour.
Exactly.
And I came across wooden things and stuff. That's Mike. And he had a couple of people in his that I connected with, and LJ Woodworks is one of them. And then I came across Bailey Woodworks, and it started rolling. And then bam, I hit some mother loads of makers, and I had been looking for them for months and months, even maybe a year or so, because I wanted to be part of the makers community. But I've always done the open mics on Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Central. If you're Eastern, that's 10 o'clock. And you're allowed to come up, or you're welcome to come up and just like this, promote your channel. Tell us about your week. Tell us about your projects you're working on, or just chit chat. And that's a mix of homesteaders and makers. And it's actually been so far a pretty good mix. They communicate, because what does a homesteader do but make and do everything for themselves? So
yes.
I was just gonna say, if you're a homesteader, that's kind of hand in hand, because correct me if I'm wrong, my idea of a homesteader is you kind of want to be self-sufficient. So you don't want to have to go to the store to purchase things. I don't want to go to the store and purchase things. If I can make them, I'm going to make them, because it's probably going to be better quality. So yeah, you're right. It kind of goes hand in hand.
And then there's one big thing that we all have in common, regardless of what we do, is we all have YouTube channels. So we all kind of we can empathize with each other or be happy with each other about what we're doing in our own channels, regardless of what we do as a genre.
Yeah, it's satisfying and gratifying, I guess you would say, to me, when I see all these other channels, doing really well, because that means everybody else is going to do well or should do well. And if we can help, cross promote and get people involved, it benefits so many different people with views, subscribers, you name it. So yeah.
I think it's a little. I think it's. I mean, yeah, you do want to gain, you do want to move forward, but to me, it's more of using the technology to fellowship with folks that you otherwise wouldn't like. I would never be able to meet Brian. Where are you, Brian? I'm sorry.
I'm in Western New York.
Western New York.
Far west as you can get in New York State.
Okay. See, I would never meet this guy in person, not living in Alabama. And I just like the fellowship, people supporting each other and we're able to communicate. I know technology, there's a bad side and a good side. This is the good side. It's just, people getting together and sharing ideas and just fellowshipping. I love it.
I mean, you get to hang out with like-minded people.
Yeah.
And for the most part, I've noticed in this community, that, we're a part of, we're not the community. We're a part of the community. And, there's a lot of believers in Christ. There's a lot of woodworkers. There's a lot of carvers. And I don't know if you can differentiate carving and woodworking, but, it all falls within the same bucket. But It's nice when, you hear Bear, talk about Christ. We get into conversations, about Christ sometimes. Nothing crazy, but we do. And then we talk about, making stuff. So yeah, it's like-minded people coming together. And that's what Rusty's right. This is the good part of technology.
Well, the thing of it is, whether you're a woodworker or a blacksmith, you can appreciate what the other one is doing, even if it's something you're not interested in actually doing yourself.
Yeah.
I love design. I mean, I'm not much into cars, although I have remodeled a 1980 Ford truck once. But I love seeing this. I love seeing somebody else do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think I'd ever want to do it again. I mean, it was amazing and it turned out great, but I don't think I want to do it again.
So for me, the wife and I, 2015, we made our own little teardrop trailer, from the ground up. Do you know what a teardrop trailer is? They're little tiny, and we just absolutely had a ball doing it together. And every time we use it, we just fall in love with it even more because we made it with our own hands. And then other people get to see it, and we've never received a bad comment on it. It's not perfect by any means, but it's ours, and we did it together, and it was good stuff. So that to me, that embodies the spirit of making stuff, and instead of just going out and buying it, which some people, that's what they do, and that's fine. But I don't know where I was going this, but I love bacon. So we'll just leave it at that. I love bacon.
So Mike is making fun of your teardrop trailer, I think. And I've got to say, Mike, it's actually pretty cool. It's a little on the Prince side because it's purple, but it's actually a pretty cool trailer. I've seen it a couple of times in videos and pictures, and while Rusty's out camping. It's actually kind of impressive. So that it is. All right. Do you have any questions that you would like to ask Rusty or I?
Okay. What got you guys doing these lives together?
Alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're both reformed alcoholics.
I thought you were. I'm sorry.
No. It's
the way you said it, it sounded like it was. Okay. Yeah, let's go on.
Actually, we were in the whiskey. There's a whiskey community, just like there's a woodworking community, just like there's a whatever. So we were in the whiskey community, and I kind of went through some bad times, drinking and all that, and Deland was just like, you know what, I think I'm gonna back off from drinking so much too, and he has as well. Full disclosure, I may be sipping just a little bit every now and then, but it's nothing like I was doing before. It was not good. It was really not good.
Yes.
So that's kind of what the whiskey tube community is, what brought us together, and getting out of that and trying to focus our efforts on something else, because for me, when I get on something, I'm laser focused on it. And, it's like, I have to move my focus from alcohol to woodworking to something. I've had a channel, for a long time, another channel, Off Track Syndicate, that we do a live show every Sunday. Been doing it for 6 years now. Ain't going anywhere, but we have some loyal followers, that Patreon followers, that keep us going. But we just I don't know. There's slap shots in there. He was part of the whiskey community.
Yep. So for me, and we're never afraid to talk about this. Yes, and I had a whiskey channel also, and I was doing whiskey reviews and drinking. For me, monetarily, health wise, it was just becoming too much. It was putting a strain on my marriage, and it was something that needed to be cleaned up. So I shouldn't say always, I've done woodworking for about the last 10 years, just fiddling around the house, figuring out how to do stuff on my own. But now, sorry, I'm outside. But for the YouTube part of it, I will go into the YouTube part of it. Back in November, December, for the last, probably my whole life, but for the last couple of years, I finally kind of brought it to the forefront and acknowledged it. I've had a really bad depression and anxiety, to the point to where I was medically off of work because I, in a sense, couldn't function because I had such bad depression and anxiety. And while I was home, I was realizing that sitting around was making the depression and the anxiety much worse. I'm on medication. I'm talking to therapists and everything. And while I was off, I was like, you know what? I'm going to force myself to get up, get in the garage, and start making things just to get my mind focused onto something else other than the depression and anxiety. I've always wanted to have a woodworking YouTube channel, but I never had the courage, I guess. So I said, you know what the heck? I'm going to start recording some videos, throwing them out on YouTube, and that's going to be stuff for me so I can kind of watch my progress. And for me, it's a better legacy. My family looks up YouTube videos of me drinking alcohol. I don't want the alcohol to be my legacy. All right. So now if my grandson wants to look up a YouTube video and watch Grandpa build something, he can, rather than watch Grandpa get drunk. See what I'm saying? So the building and the YouTube has helped me refocus my mind, and help battle the depression and the anxiety and the want for alcohol. I will tell you I was not an alcoholic. My wife would tell you I was, or very close to becoming one, because it was an excuse. I needed to drink alcohol to shoot a video to put on YouTube because that's what I do. I needed to buy this bottle because it's the latest, greatest, and I need to drink it because that's what I do. And as innocent as I wanted it to be, it became not so innocent the further on it went. So that's many reasons why I stopped the alcohol. Plus, I believe that you can drink alcohol, you just can't be a drunkard. And I wasn't living up to that. And the Christian side of me, I've even talked to Rusty about this before we decided to stop drinking more or less together. The Christian side of me was fighting that balance between the alcohol and my belief in Christ. And obviously, my belief in Christ and my family outwins against alcohol every time. So that was a long story, but that's what it was. And I actually put a video out for that reason a few months ago. It's up on YouTube. It's called Why I Do Woodworking, and it goes into the depression and anxiety and stuff. So that's it.
Anyway, but enough about us, Brian.
Yes, that was a good question.
So, yeah, a long drawn out thing for both of us. So
big part.
What for you? What is your favorite? What is a video that you put out and you're like, man, that was a good one. I really like it.
That's a toss up between my star video and my my trainer cornhole board video. I was pretty happy with that.
Okay. So what would be your worst one? The one that you put out that you thought it was going to be, this is going to be a good video, and it's like
anywhere I was hanging drywall. Yeah. My first video. Well, it wasn't technically my first video, but it was the first video where I committed to doing a YouTube channel. And it was me sitting at this very desk telling people what I thought I was going to do about a YouTube channel. And that was I look like I'm scared.
You should go back.
Really awkward.
You should go back and watch my first YouTube video because it's hilarious. It actually, I think it got like 6,000 views. I mean, it was stupid crazy. But it was I think it was the making drink coasters out of fence pickets. But now the funny thing was I had this headset, a telemarketer headset on. And I actually got it from a friend of Rusty and ours and mine, because we would be on Zoom and they would have a hard time hearing me because I was on my speakerphone. So it was Bluetooth connected, and I thought doing a video I would use this headset. I was like a fighter pilot, man. I mean, it clips on your head here. It's got a speaker here, and then a mic comes down here. A telemarketer. And that was the funniest video. And somebody even mentioned that I looked like a telemarketer doing the video. And the funny thing was, it didn't even record because it wasn't compatible with the video of the phone. So I was still coming off of the phone speaker.
Yeah, I often do go, when I check out a channel, I'll go to the first one. Most of the time, not all the time, but I want to see where they started out. And then I'll watch the latest one to see what their growth was like.
All right, so
do not judge me by my first video at all.
Don't judge me by mine.
Nope.
I think I got views out of sympathy. So here's what I would like to do. For one, in about 10 minutes, I would like to do the first giveaway.
Oh,
so
okay.
If you're not in the giveaway, and Rusty, you're going to need to pay attention.
I'm paying attention.
Type giveaway in the comments if you want to be put into the subscriber giveaway and you're not. So do that. And then are there any questions from anybody in chat that they would like to ask Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse, if that you want to ask them? So we're going to open it up for that too. Now, so far, let me tell you who we have in the subscriber giveaway, because I have that, and I just have to pull it up.
All right, hold on. So it's a little confusing. So if folks want to be entered into this giveaway, they need to put hashtag giveaway, correct?
Yes.
Hashtag giveaway to be entered into this giveaway.
Yes. But
And this-
the people that are already in the giveaway for the subscriber giveaway is Michael S., Dad, Ryan Stone Susan, CNG Creations, Belinda S., Mike is Making Stuff, Guitar Greg / Greg Reynolds, Holy Makes, Jay Creates, Melissa Downing,
Oh,
Amy Joe,
you're going too fast.
Roger Baker,
No.
a Dave Murphy, and Wanda's Blessed Creations, which is a really nice lady that I was watching YouTube one night, and she does like candles and these little.
Wait. We also have to throw out, you have to be a resident of the 48 contiguous states.
They're 50.
Well, but they're not contiguous.
Why continuous?
Because it costs a lot more to send to Hawaii and Alaska.
No. Okay, I didn't think about that. So, are you getting anybody or everybody?
I'm trying.
Continental, Rusty. Continental. Kevin Durka.
Contiguous, continental, whatever.
Oh,
What is the giveaway? Well, Durka, do you live in America?
So the subscriber giveaway is an American flag. If by chance someone from the 51st state of the Republic of Canada wants in and wins, I think I can try and make a Canadian flag. I just don't know how much it's going to cost to ship. The tariffs are huge these days. Sorry. That was a bad joke. All right. So.
Oh boy, we're going to be doing
We're going to be doing what?
we're going to be going over this list for a while.
Just make it. We'll go over it. We're doing a second one and save it because we'll use it for the second drawing.
I'll try.
I didn't think so many people would be interested. That's cool.
Oh,
So does
some
anybody-
guy, Vineyard Farmhouse wants to be in there.
Yep. So does anybody in chat have a question that they would like to ask? Because right now it's open for that. If not, I'll go ahead and keep asking questions while Rusty sweats a little bit because you guys are making him work.
Yeah, no kidding.
I didn't know that there were birds in the Steak and Shake.
Yeah.
Are you in the Steak and Shake or the Waffle House?
Steak and Shake.
Yeah, Waffle House. It's the Waffle House.
Oh, really?
Yep.
It was
it's the
very
Waffle House.
similar then.
Oh yeah.
So 2 questions. First one, how long will a grapevine live?
What?
It's constantly being renewed.
That's right.
It's constantly being renewed. Okay. And then the next one,
That were over 50 years.
and then the next question, now that you went to the forge, how do you feel about leaning into the metalworking and forging?
All
I
right.
don't really have a whole lot of interest in the actual forging. I do enjoy watching them forge, but I was more interested in the woodworking section that he had set up. And he has a shave horse and all kinds of stuff. You'll see. I'm not going to put my video out until he puts his video, because he just kind of finished his shop and he kind of wants to put a video out before somebody else does about his shop. But
hello to Raja. What's up, Raja? He's over
Hey,
in
Raja,
India.
how you doing, sir?
How you doing, my friend?
hey, Raja,
Where?
I feel like I should be saying hi to all these people, but we're also talking. So
Yeah, if you want to go through chat and say hi to everybody, go ahead.
Absolutely.
Go through chat, say hi.
Mike is Making Stuff was on my live a few weeks ago.
That guy?
That
Is Amy Joe? I'm going to put Amy Joe in there. I didn't see it, but I'm putting her in there.
She's in there.
and LJ Woodworks was.
Slap shots in there.
Oli Banks wants to know how many years to get that beard rocking.
Right?
Oh, probably about 18 months to get it this length, but I've pretty much kept it this length.
Wow.
18 months, 2 years.
Dude, this is it. This is all I can grow. It will not get any longer. It always breaks off. It always do. So do you have like some beard secret? Like do you do anything to it? Do you no?
The only thing I do is I only comb it I comb it outside the shower, but I use, conditioner, and then I comb it and get out and dry it and comb it.
So LJ Woodworks wants to know, question for Brian, current ETA on setting up and using his lathe.
Oh my gosh. I have to make a lathe stand first so I can actually put it up on something. Yeah, I'm working on it. It's probably not going to happen until after I get back from the Mid-America meetup that's coming very shortly.
Cool.
Now, if anybody's in the local to the it's at Lake Eufaula in Oklahoma. If anybody is within 5 hours of that, be there. Because it is a homesteading community, but there's a lot of other types of genres involved in that too. Like, I was
Nice.
there, and everybody is welcome, even the just subscribers that don't have a channel.
Nice.
So if you're local to that area and you want information, I can get it to you.
Okay.
That is the 15th, 16th, and 17th coming up shortly.
Wow.
So where would you like, with all the different focuses and points that you're bringing together on your channel, and with the different channels and communities that you're bringing together, where would you like to see your channel heading in the next year, 2 years, 3 years? Do you have a plan?
Full on making whatever. I'm a jack of all trades, so I would love to work with resin. I've never done that before. I've never used my lathe. I used a lathe in 8th grade or 7th grade maybe, when we did a screwdriver, and I know I want to do it. So I bought the Laguna, and I have all the equipment to start a shop, and I have the shop. I just don't have it organized, and I'd like to be working on that and starting to do some lives where I actually make stuff.
Cool. Okay.
Or at least, working on something.
Yep.
Rather
Rusty,
than
how are we looking on that list?
talking head kind of videos or lives.
All right. So on the list I have, if you don't hear your name, put it in the chat. I have Ray and Sandy, Mike is Making, Tim List, Creation Dust, Carving Wizard, LJ Woodworks, Canadian Chris, Roger Baker, Vineyard Farmhouse, Susie Doty, Kevin Durica, Amy Joe, Slapshot, and Boss Lady, because Bear's not, it's going to Boss Lady. Bear can't get it.
Don't you ever use the what is that called? The giveaway tool that StreamYard has.
No, I've never done it. I'm not even sure how to get to it.
Yeah,
You go to StreamYard giveaway, and it's what?
Oh, go ahead.
You go to StreamYard giveaway.
Rusty has this. Sorry.
No, he said it was a StreamYard giveaway tool, so you would have it. I wouldn't be able to see it in here. You would be the only one to see it.
I'll have to check it out.
Who's running the live right now?
Him, Deland.
But I'm in the YouTube studio.
You're in YouTube studio?
Well, I've got both pages up. I stay in YouTube so I can tag people. You can't tag people from StreamYard. All right. So since nobody is speaking up that we missed their name, Rusty, you ready?
Hold on. Michael S. I got him in there. Oh, Rhinestone. Are we doing Rhinestone, Suzanne?
Yes, she's in there.
Mark tries to scar. Mark tries to carve. I'm familiar with that one. But
Mark.
It's been a while since I've seen him in a chat.
Ooh, I think Mike just got called out saying, "Hey, Mike, where you been? You haven't been in my chat lately." Now, Rusty, did you use the list that I sent you to add everybody else to, or are you good?
No, I didn't. Damn it. Let's see.
I try to get you organized. All you had to do is
no, but it's a little harder than that. Greg tries to carve.
All right. So I never thought that I would get to the point of monetization. And actually it's happened really fast.
Yeah.
It's crazy fast, and I have to give all that props to this community, because I just started this YouTube channel in January. So to hit, at least the 1,000 subscribers and the watch hours that I have, I've got to give that props to this community, because without them, I probably wouldn't have grown that fast, and it would have been hard. But this community is just amazing. That's why I said this isn't our community. We're in the community. So that is 100% true. And I appreciate everybody. And while Rusty is doing that, I'm going to go through and give a shout out to my members, because that is one of my promises to them. So Amy Jo, Rhinestone Suzanne, Melissa Downing, Jay Creates Woodworking, Greg Reynolds, Oli Makes, and Mike is Making Stuff. Thank you guys for being channel members. Hopefully the members only videos that I put out are entertaining, and I love doing them, and I love seeing your guys' reactions. So thank you very much for being a backstage part, I guess you call it, but I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. And the subscribers. Even though you're not a channel member, I truly do appreciate you guys, because you being here in chat, you make these lives possible. You make these lives entertaining. And I love seeing the chat go by so fast, because you guys are talking and interacting and having a good time with each other. That actually kind of makes my heart happy. So I just had to say that.
So how did you guys find the community?
Man, for me, I've just started watching videos and putting comments. Amy Jo, Rusty actually turned me on to Amy Jo. And then just through different channels and interactions, you see people in chats. And then it's like, hey, what's this creation dust about? So you go there, and he's making this 8-foot Bigfoot or something. And you're like, what the heck is he doing with that chainsaw? Then you find Bear and the Boss Lady, and you see him out there with a chainsaw, like Jason from Friday the 13th. And he's carving up bears. And then
CNG. Well, I haven't seen CNG Creations tonight. I sent him stickers, and I hope he should have got them by now.
All right. Well, he's entered because he should be entered.
Yeah, he's entered. I got him in the list, but I haven't seen him in here tonight. So Canadian Chris, for me, it was the headset video. He said,
"Nice."
There you go. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna read again. Well, I'm sure we'll have to do the Ray and Sandy. Mike is making. Tim List, Creation Dust, Carving Wizard, LJ Woodworks, Canadian Chris, Roger Baker, Vineyard Farmhouse, Susie Dowdy, Kevin Durica, Amy Joe, Slapshot, Boss Lady, Michael S., Rhinestone Suzanne, Mark Tries to Carve, Greg. Why did I put Greg Tries to Carve? Greg something. I know who it is. Ole Makes, Melissa Downing, Dave Murphy, Wanda Blessed, CNG Creations, Dad, and Belinda S. If you haven't heard your name, please put it in there.
And we are doing 2 giveaways for the American flags. So if the electric whittler.
Okay, I got him.
So if you don't win the first time, don't leave. In a few minutes, we're going to give away the other one. And then we're going to do the members only giveaway, which is this cherry walnut box that I made.
Nice. I saw the video for that one.
I loved it. I made a couple of mistakes. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna miss it. It's been sitting up on the shelf, and I look at it every day, and I'm like, you know what? I just don't know if I want to give that away, but I'm gonna give it away. So, and Electric Whittler says he wants that flag. A lot of people. Please ask Bear. Hold on.
Yeah.
Kevin, I don't know. Please ask Bear how his kid's finger is. Did I miss something? Did something happen to Bear's kid's finger?
You know what? He probably cut it off with that dang chainsaw. There's no telling. I'm back. Did I miss anything? Jay Creates. No, you haven't missed anything yet, buddy.
So Kevin, he goes, ha, sorry. She actually just called me and she's fine.
So he just nicked it with the chainsaw. Okay. Oh, it was a dog. All right. Whatever.
Okay. Well, sorry to hear that. Sorry I missed it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Ready? Here we go. Rusty, giving it to you.
Don't give it to me yet. Kevin, I told her put it in on ice, wash it off. Got it, panicked, took it to the emergency room. They rinsed it off, put it on ice, just like I told her. Whoa, a small woodlot is just, septic cost. Yeah, I bet it costs more than $100 going to an ER. Where'd he go? Small woodlot. Does he want in? Yeah, we'll go ahead and put
add him in.
Whatever. Small woodlots entered. Runic wants the aliens. We're gonna do the aliens.
Okay.
I don't know if Runic, you're not in here. You want to be in here, buddy?
He just put giveaway, so yes, Runic. All right, we're cutting the giveaway entries off in 30 seconds because we'll be here all night with people coming in and out.
Yeah, we will.
So in 30 seconds, we're moving on to the first giveaway. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but I have started on the next flag.
Nice. I hope I get a flag. What the hell?
Eventually you will. This one got sold. So we got to make 5 more of these.
I gotta pay for a flag?
No, you don't have to pay for a flag, but
Oh,
the
okay.
people that bought them do.
Oh.
I just have to put the blue on tonight and then add the stars tomorrow. Give it a little bit of a sand, and it'll be ready to go. How's it look?
Good.
I like it. I like it.
Nice.
So you did that. You did that with your new. So what is this new thing that you got for your grinder? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Your right angle grinder.
My angle grinder got this bad whamma jamma for it.
So what's it called?
I don't know. It's called a carving disc, a rounding disc. I sent you the link. So if you paid attention to anything that I sent you, you
I
would
don't.
see it.
Yeah. Well, I don't pay attention. Whatever.
That was dumb.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Michael S., Roger Baker, Dad. All right, I'm going to go through the list one more time. If you don't hear your name, put it in there, and then we're going to spin, or we're going to run the duck race or the alien race. Ray and Sandy, Mike is Making, Tim List, Creation Dust, Carving Wizard, LJ Woodworks, Canadian Chris, Roger Baker, Vineyard Farmhouse, Susie Dowdy, Kevin Durka, Amy Joe, Slapshot, Boss Lady, Michael S., Rhinestone Suzanne, that gal. Mark tries to carve. Greg something. I put Greg tries to carve, but we know who Greg is. Ole May. Yeah. Melissa Downing. Dave Murphy. Wanda Blessed. CNG. Dad. Belinda. Electric Whittler. Small Woodlock. And Runic.
Sounds good. Let's go, because we've still got 2 more to do in about the next half hour. And if you guys have not subscribed to the Vineyard Farmhouse yet, please go give him a subscribe and say hello, because he's putting out some really good content, and I feel like he's really going to be doing some great stuff in the future. So please go give him a sub.
Let's hope.
All right, we're gonna
And if you haven't yet, hit that like button. We have 35 people in chat. So make sure you hit that like button, please.
Yeah, Jay. Did I not call Jay Creates?
No, Jay Creates should be in the list that I gave you.
I thought I put Jay in there. Damn it. Hold on.
Yeah, 37 watching.
Nice.
All right, I didn't. I'll be damned. I swear I put Jay Creates in there. All right, it's in. Look, we're gonna do ducks, because I don't want to have to do all this again. My fault. Whatever. Andrew, how are you doing, Andrew Valdez? Mike Stanifer, hello.
Hey, Andrew, how's it going? Nice to see you.
Let's see.
Quite a few channels in here I haven't ever seen before.
All right, we're gonna do a 1 minute, and I didn't. Damn it. All right, well, we're gonna have the Off Track Syndicate logo. I'm sorry, Deland.
It's all right.
Let's see. Present. Share screen. There we go. Full screen. All right, here we go. Bunch of ducks. And we're off. Oh, it didn't put the names. What the? Oh, God dang it.
Start it over.
Do the names have a number?
I don't know. What the? I don't know. This has never happened before. It's always put the names up.
Names.
Yeah,
Edit list. Do you have to save it?
I did. There we go.
There we go.
All right, here we go.
That's a lot of names.
It is a lot of names.
So many you can hardly read them.
Yeah, I know.
So Wanda's Blessings in the lead, followed by the Carving Wizard and the Electric Whittler. We got a close race going on. Looks like the Carving Wizard's pulling out in front. It's going to be a photo beak finish. Is somebody going to come up from behind and take the win? Oh, Carving Wizard pulling out front. We got Wanda's.
Here comes
Wanda
Canadian
Black.
Chris.
Oh, Carving Wizard tripped, and he tripped Wanda.
Crap. Here we go.
Oh, there I am.
So Guitar Greg, that is
Guitar
Greg Reynolds. Guitar Greg is the first winner. Awesome.
Now,
And Guitar Greg is a channel member. So that's awesome. And Ray and Sandy, you asked, do channel members automatically get put into the race? Yes. Channel members automatically get put into the subscriber race or the subscriber giveaway because they are subscribers. Now, to be into the members only giveaway, you have to be a member. So, yeah. So Guitar Greg Reynolds wins the first American flag. Are we going to do the second one?
The second one is for what?
The second American flag.
And that's channel members, subscribers. What are we doing?
Subscriber.
Okay, subscriber. All right. So I removed Greg, and but Greg's not in here. So I mean, does he still win?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Dang it, I should have did the aliens, but I got a little ahead of myself.
Well, it's too late now.
I know.
Paddle, you stupid duck.
"20 seconds, something's fixing to happen." Uh-oh, here comes Mike. Is making stuff.
Is pulling onto the lead. Is he going to take it?
Looks like Mike has got it.
Oh! All right. So that is 2 channel members that won the flag. Do one more race. And I want to see if we can get somebody that's not a channel member to win.
All right, did we get who was asking about something? Was that Ray and Sandy?
They were asking if channel members got put into the subscriber race, unless I missed something else.
Okay.
So wait, what's Mike making stuff say? He said, wait.
Wait.
All right, I don't know. I'm going to give one more away and see if we can get a non-member to win. Because
All right. So do we need to add some folks? Because there's a few people that have showed up. Old Path, Flossie.
add Flossie and
was
Old
in there.
Path.
All right. Let me edit here. Flossie. Old Path. Somebody else was in there.
Kevin Ellis.
Oh man, Kevin Ellis.
That's it.
That's
Or
it?
Mike Stanifer.
Mike Stanifer.
Yep. When DeLand's donos hit $100, I will let them race again. Something else,
Wow.
Mike. Thank you.
All right. So do I want to read through the names again?
No, same names. Just remove
Yeah, I
Greg
did.
and Mike.
All right, fine.
And then let's try and get a subscriber to win.
31 names. Set.
And there's 39 people watching. Please hit that like button.
Yeah, y'all hit the like button. Come on. All right. Let's see. We got to present. Share screen. All right, here we go. Smash that like button. Boom. It's beak to beak. Or bill to bill, whatever. Evan Durka, my alien was faster. Whatever. Cheers, C-Dub.
Hey, C-Dub, how's it going? I didn't see you sneak in. Next time we do the duck race, I'm going to bring my duck calls in and sit here and rack, rack.
I thought I took Mike Tries to Carve Out. What the? Well, more than likely, yeah, he ain't going to win. Oh, look, it's going to be Mike
look
Stanifer.
at this. The
Mike
late
Stanifer.
entry. Oh. Wow, look at that. All right, Mike
Come from
Stanifer.
behind. All right, how do I get out of here? There we go. Whoa. No, not that. There we go.
So how do you like the races, Vineyard, Brian?
Good. I mean, I've seen those before. They're kind of entertaining, yes.
Rusty normally does some little aliens, but he's kind of slacking tonight. I think he's overwhelmed with the response of the giveaway.
Yeah, I got a little crazy.
So there's 39 in chat. If you have not subbed to the Vineyard Farmhouse yet, please go sub and show him some love. He's putting out really great content, and Brian does an awesome job.
I'd appreciate it.
So, Rusty,
leave a comment on something, make that subscriber count or stick.
There you go. Go ahead and delete them.
Channel.
What's that?
Sometimes if you subscribe to a channel and you don't automatically, and you don't put a comment or at least a like on a video and watch a little bit of something,
Yeah.
it won't stick.
Yep. So yeah, like and comment on something.
Even a short.
Yep. So go ahead and delete all them and put the members in, and
All
we'll do the members giveaway now.
All right. Now this time I will do the alien. There we go. There's the alien. And
So once again, for the members giveaway, giving away this cherry and walnut box that I made. Like I said, it's got imperfections. It's not perfect, but none of us are perfect. We all have some type of imperfections. So it's awesome. I know I do, but I still think it's a beautiful box. Still think it's a beautiful box. And I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss it, and I'm going to kiss it when it leaves. And then I'm going to kiss it when it leaves because I'm going to miss it. If you think that's weird, it probably is, but I'm still going to give it a kiss. So you're going to get a box sealed with my kiss.
How many members do you have?
Only 7.
That makes your odds pretty good for winning that box.
That does make your odds pretty good. Hey, Carrie, how are you doing? It's the first time I've seen you in the chat. I'm glad you're here.
Jay Creates, Melissa Downing, and Amy Joe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. Crap. Here we go.
Mike is making stuff, says I don't want the box. I want the kiss. Mike, if you win,
Whoa.
if you win, I will send you a virtual kiss and then give the box away to somebody else.
That's weird.
Carrie, do you have a YouTube channel? You are allowed to post your link because I see you put you're retired, but am a caregiver full time, so not a ton of extra time. Okay. Didn't have my glasses on. I thought you said carver. My bad. Put my glasses on next time I try and read. But great that you're a caregiver. That's takes a special person to be able to do that.
Yes, it does.
Deland, how far away from the border are you? Mexico, probably a few hours.
Few, about 16.
If you mean the 51st state, I'm not far from there at all. And by the 51st state, I mean Canada. I am about 10 minutes, 15 minutes from downtown Detroit, which is where the Ambassador Bridge is, and soon to be the Gordie Howe Bridge.
All right, are we doing the subscriber?
No, we're doing the members.
I mean the member, sorry.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Share screen. Alien race.
Good luck, members.
All right, here we go. Greg Reynolds pulls out to a strong lead and fades. Ole makes coming up.
Run like ice is behind you. Oh, Ole makes looks like he's gonna trip. Melissa looks like she's coming on. Jay Creates is pulling out.
With his 3 eyes. Melissa Downing still holding the lead.
Oh, Greg Reynolds is kicking butt. He's taking off. Ryan Stone Suzanne's in the lead now. I got a feeling someone's going to trip. Who's tripping? Oh, Amy Jo. Who's going to take it at the last second? Is it going to be mine? Is it going to be?
Oh, look, Rhinestone Suzanne comes from behind. Woohoo!
Wow, she was saving her energy for that last burst.
Last little.
Wow. Wow. She was holding on. She was pacing herself. She was at the perfect pace to stay right there. And then, wham! She nailed it. That's awesome. Whoop, whoop. All right, you guys. I'll email me. I've got it written down. I'll email you guys. Make sure I have your addresses. And kiss the box. Okay. Box. I'm going to kiss the box goodbye since you guys want to see it. This is a clean show, so I'm not going to give it tongue. But I will kiss the box. Are you ready? Right there. My lips are on it. I'm going to put some polyurethane over there to keep them there forever. And that's proof that I kissed the box. So, how did you guys like the giveaways? Was that worth it? Was it fun? Did you like these type of giveaways? And did you like giving some love to Brian? Because I think that's been the most exciting person here tonight. Canadian Chris, if you want to clone me, that's pretty bad because I don't think you want to clone me. That's not a great idea. Old Pat, that is not the worst I've ever kissed. And those are stories for backstage. But no, that is definitely not the worst I've ever kissed. And Brian is always great to see. Nice. So much fun. Dang, I missed part of it. Well, you can always go back and watch the beginning.
Brian, if each person had a warning label, what would yours say?
Oh man. That is a question. I don't know.
What's your warning label?
Read my face. It'll tell you the truth.
There you go. All right. Do you have something special that picks you up when you feel down? And what is it?
My dog.
Your dog? Yeah.
You can walk in there and you could forget everything that happened for the day when you got a good dog.
Yeah.
What is something that you would really like to try again?
Really like to try again. Oh my gosh. Trick questions, huh? I've never been good at questions like that. Something I'd like to try again. Well, I'd like to use my lathe. I haven't done that since April.
There you go. What is the best thing that you have learned in the past year or 5 years?
$5 years. Well, I've learned to be able to do these lives. That was one thing that I couldn't believe that I could do, and I did it. And 3 years later, still doing it, and I
Yeah.
feel so comfortable doing it. I couldn't believe it.
But you look forward to it. But so let me do this. What is so editing? We all know editing. So is that I love it when I can sit down and do it and work on it, and ideas come to me and I want to put them out there. But is that something you like, you hate, or is it a process for you?
It takes me a while to want to sit down and edit, but once I start editing, I'm pretty comfortable and happy about doing it. I enjoy what I come up with. I try to use the tricks that it has, and I really enjoy. Once I get started on it, just like anything for me, it takes me a while to get myself going on it, but once I'm going, I'm in it, and hours can disappear.
So do you try to think of like how things are laid out, like in TV shows or whatever? Do you try to use, like this shot? Like, do you set up your shots and stuff beforehand, or is it like I'm just going to record a bunch of stuff and try to edit out of that? Or
I use one camera, and I change when I want to change the angles, in which you'll notice if you watch any of my videos that I keep it moving. I always changing up the angles, paying attention to time lapse and music, and I really get into it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask the question.
Or anything, but I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot.
So I'm gonna ask a question, and this is kind of important for me too, because I was editing my flag video that I'm going to be putting out, and Movea, as I went to save it, popped up and said, in order to save this without a watermark, you got to pay $150 for a year subscription. So I'm like, all right, well, how bad is the watermark? Well, it's a big banner right across my face through the whole video. The video is basically useless. I have to go back through and re-edit it. So the question is, let me see who asked, because I forgot while I was on my rant. Why isn't it scrolling up? Who asked that question? Tim's List. What editor do you use, Brian?
I use iMovie.
iMovie, okay.
The iMac, iMovie.
Do you have to pay for that, or no?
It's in your computer when you buy it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think Clipchamp is too.
Now, if you are Android or Windows, a lot of people use Filmora, which is kind of the comparable, I guess, to iMovie.
Okay.
That's my understanding. I've never used Filmora, but I've heard people. I know a couple big channels that have used it all along.
Yeah.
I bought Final Cut Pro, and I have never used it.
Really?
Shouldn't have bought it. It was a mistake, and I don't see why I need to have anything other than iMovie right now. Maybe later when I get more into, I like to. In the last couple of videos, I did a couple animated clips where, like the stop motion, and that was just a trial and error. So I imagine I could get better at it, but that was kind of cool.
So can I say something real quick? Because I haven't said anything yet to June's House of Crafts. So June's House of Crafts, I want to say hello to you. Now, I met June in Friday nights. There's this lady. I can't find it. June, could you please share her channel? This lady does crafts. She uses resin and she just makes these little crafts that were awesome. And one night I was on her channel and talking, everybody's seen my channel, and then boom, all of a sudden, Mrs. Francis, yes. Everybody starts, subscribing to my channel. It's like, oh my goodness. And they are the nicest bunch of people. I mean, this community is cool, but this is a completely different community. It's not woodworking. It's all crafts and, hand items, resin work. And I just wanted to say hello to her because I met her while watching that. And Friday nights, it's pretty entertaining. So, yeah, I just wanted to recognize June's House of Crafts and say thank you for being here, and I appreciate it. And if you have a channel, please share it because you're a moderator and you are allowed to share it. So, and you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Awesome. Sorry about that. But I'm probably going to give the live another 10 minutes to start wrapping up. And, that way we can be, I can be respectful to your guys' time. And I appreciate you guys being here for an hour and a half. That is awesome. And I want to be respectful to Brian's time for being here. I told him we normally go from about 7 to 8. I knew with it being the giveaway night, it was going to be a little bit longer. And I want to thank Rusty for skipping out on Beaver After Dark tonight and staying here and helping me with the giveaways, even though I was giving them a bunch of crap. But you know what? Whatever.
I'll be going. Well,
go ahead.
I'll be going through the chat myself and checking out some of these channels and subscribing.
Awesome. I think it takes about a day or two for the live chat to reload. I've noticed. So yeah, do that.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to talk about real quick, and Rusty may want to talk about this also. So next week, we're going to do something. When I got the pens in the mail, I did not realize until after the fact that Rusty had purchased those pens and had them sent to me. So Rusty and I talked. And Rusty, did you come up with a dollar amount?
$1.
$1?
Yeah.
All right. So next week, with the pins that we have left, Rusty is gonna take $1 donation, $1 or more, whatever you would like to donate if you do want to donate.
Yeah.
And he's gonna send you out a set of pins. The DeLand's Handmade Woodworking and the whatever Professor Rusty. Now, Rusty does not make any money off this channel, and I've been trying to find ways to help Rusty and give Rusty stuff. And I've been slacking on that. I had an idea, but I just don't know if it's going to be able to be done. So next week, if you're here, $1 or more donation, you'll get 2 pens, and all of those proceeds will go to Rusty for helping me out. So if you guys are here next week, and if you guys would like some pens, he's only asking $1, but everything next week that gets given through the super chats is going to go to Rusty for giving me a hand.
Whatever. It's fine. Look, I'm just here, man. I'm just trying to help out.
I know, but I mean, you do a great job. And so what my plans were, I've got to do a video of it. I was contacted by a company that wanted to send me out. Well, they did send me out this 48-inch heavy-duty adjustable workbench. And my thoughts were, once I put it together and I did a video of it to fulfill my obligations, I was going to mail it to Rusty. But after doing some research on how big this thing is and how heavy this thing is, it's going to cost about $100. to ship this to him. So I can't do that. I can't
That's
spend
crazy.
$100 on shipping. The thing's huge. So I'm trying to come up with other ways to show my appreciation to Rusty, through tools or maybe a flag. So, he puts a lot into the channel. So I appreciate him, and I'll say that every week. Awesome.
It's all
I'm off
good.
my
It's all good.
soapbox again.
I'm glad CNG got his sticker pack. You just can't ever tell when you mail something out how long it's going to take to get to somebody. But
Yep.
Awesome, CNG.
Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you. Well, do you have any final last words, Brian?
Yes, just make sure you're in Wednesday nights live at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and you can come up on panel and promote your channel. I'm all about that. In fact, I've been doing it for over 3 years. I used to do special guests where I'd have just one up, just like you guys are doing right now. I did that for the first year, but then I started doing the open mics, and
Cool.
I like that too. So
I will
please
definitely
don't hesitate, people.
I'll be looking. So every other week I have Thursdays off, so I can jump in Wednesday nights every other week. So
Sweet.
I will.
Kevin Rusty's in Alabama.
I plan on doing working lives at some point, and that'll be separate from my standard Wednesday.
Right. Okay.
But I appreciate being invited on here. It was awesome, and nice to meet up with some of these new people that I definitely will be going through the chat and checking out your channels and seeing what you guys have to offer. And
don't look for much for me because I'm chaotic.
I saw your birdhouse.
It's,
I saw your birdhouse. Had those retro supports on the parking garage.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What is that? That's called what is that called? What you drive up to in your birdhouse? Cardport.
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome. So, Flossie, Rusty sent out some of his stickers, and a while ago we put out that if you would like stickers from me or Rusty, or if you want to trade stickers, if you have a sticker, to email both of us, and we will be happy to send you out some stickers. So if anybody in chat wants to email us, email Rusty, email myself, and we will send you out stickers for free. So yeah, if you guys want stickers, let us know.
I'm still waiting on my channel logo stickers to show up. Who knows what's going on with that? But all right, wrap it up.
Yep. Brian, hang out backstage for a few minutes. We'd like to talk to you for a couple more minutes. But everybody else, as always, thank you for being here. If this was your first live, I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you back again. For me, this has been really fun tonight. All right, thank you, CNG. Thank you, CNG. But yeah, thank you guys very much. I hope to see you next week. And Mike is making stuff. Love you guys too. Brian Stones is in. You got a box kiss coming from me. And I'm not kissing anybody else's flags because that's weird. But all right. Thank you guys very much. And see you next week.
Bye for now.